Hi, welcome to Copenhagen. Thanks for dropping in. Hope everybody is doing well. Today I am unboxing and testing an ergonomic diamond painting pen from Amazon. So I was on Amazon looking for something totally unrelated to diamond painting, and while I was there I thought I think I'll just have a look at accessories and see if I can find something different. So I had a browse and I found this, which is an ergonomic diamond painting pen. So I thought, yeah, that's something different. I've never tried anything like this, and I know that a few people have issues holding the thin pens, even holding the thicker custom pens, and I thought, I wonder if this is something that might be useful for those people. So I ordered it, and this is what I got. So it comes in a box, not just a plastic bag, which is quite nice. Says it has 3 detachable metal nibs, 2 times exquisite storage box, that's going to be interesting, 5 times clay glue, otherwise known as wax. We would normally call that wax. So it says ergonomic diamond painting pen. These wonderful Y-shaped pens, specially designed with an ergonomic index finger cradle. If you've had to put down your normal pen because of hand pains, now's the time to stop worrying about it. And on the back, 365-day worry-free warranty, so guaranteed for a year. Instructions for use. Take out the metal nib you want to use and put the rubber ring on the groove on it. Rotate the metal nib with rubber ring into the ergonomic nib. Rotate and adjust the metal nib until it looks like a line when looking down at the metal nib. We'll figure that out when we get to it. Number 4, hold both sides of the pen with your thumb and middle finger and put your index finger into the groove on the pen body. So I have never tried anything like this. It's going to be quite interesting, I think. So I have a piece of tape here, so slice that and we'll open it up. Maybe, yes. Okay. So this is different. I suppose the first thing I want to have a look at is the actual pen. So it did come in pink or grey. Pink, not my first choice of colour, but grey looked really dull and boring. Try to figure out how to get it out of the packet. That's very, very tight. So we got it out, and this is the pen. So trying to remember what they said in the instructions, just how to hold the thing. So basically, hold both sides of the pen with your thumb and middle finger. So right, okay, so you set your index finger in the groove, right, okay, that's easy enough. So you hold it like that, and it does provide support in the finger. Yeah, it does feel different. It doesn't put as much strain on your wrist. I can sort of feel that. So that's how you're meant to hold it. It's going to be interesting to see what it's like to actually diamond paint. So that's the pen. Put that to the side. And we'll go back to the box, see what else we've got. So we've got a little tub or container of tips, various tips for the pen, and they are metal, they're not plastic. So we'll open this up. Without dropping everything, I think I'll move the box. So this is what we get, different tips. So we've got this one, this big one is a straightener, it's not a multiplacer. So put that one down, and then we get a small multiplacer and an angled tip. So we don't get a straight tip, and I think that actually is a good idea. We'll see how it works when we actually try it. We also get 3 little rings here, so I could see them being very easy to lose. So what I'm going to do is actually put them on the tips. Hard to see them. So there's a little groove on the tip, and I guess you just push this over. It'd be nice if I had nails. Okay, so that's the first one. I'll go for the second one. A little bit fiddly, but this ensures that you get a snug fit of the tip, but that it isn't loose. You have these little sort of silicone rubber rings that would be a lot easier if I had smaller fingers, I think. That's number 2. Now we'll go for the straightener. I just think it's a good idea to put these on as soon as possible before they disappear. If you drop them, I think they'd be quite hard to find. So that's the tips. I think we'll just go with the normal tip. So they said push it, rotate it in. And then obviously you want it straight, that's what they were talking about. You want it straight. So when you hold it, you've got your index finger is in the groove, there's a little groove here. So feels weird, never tried anything like this before, but I can see or feel the difference. I think maybe it takes pressure off points in your wrist. The weight is sort of sitting on this cradle. It's pretty hard. It's not a soft thing. It's pretty solid. Looks like a spaceship. But yeah, definitely interesting. So we'll move them to the side. And have a look in the box again. So we get a box of pink wax, or what was it they called it? Clay glue. 5 clay glue. So exactly the same little box with a little catch on it. And we'll just check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that is a lot of pink wax. So 5 rectangles of pink wax, and there's this blue thing. I thought it looks like a pen, like a normal diamond painting pen. Now I'm just checking the contents again because it says 3 detachable metal nibs. We've looked at them. 2 exquisite storage boxes, which is them, and 5 clay glue. No mention of this blue thing. I'm sure it is a diamond painting pen. Yep, it is. Not really sure what the purpose is, because the idea of this is to take away any stress and strain from using a normal pen. No idea. So just like a normal diamond painting pen, which doesn't fit. Okay, it does, but that is very, very tight. In fact, the rubber ring just disappeared. Hope I didn't snap it. I did. I did. So, not recommended to push the pen on. It's actually cut the little ring. So I'm glad I've got a 365-day warranty, because we're 5 minutes into day 1 and already something broke. I have no idea why they would put this in the box, so I'm not going to waste another ring trying to put it on, because the whole purpose was to try this pen and see how it works. So the next thing I want to do is actually try it. So underneath these mats, as always, I have a diamond painting in progress. So what I'm going to do is reposition the camera, take the cover off and start working on the section that I'm on at the moment. Okay, so this is the diamond painting that I'm working on at the moment. It's called Outside the Sweet Shop and it's from Diamond Art Studio. The thing about this one is it has 197 colours, so it has taken quite a bit of time. Still got probably about 2 or 3 weeks realistically to work on it, but I'm definitely getting there. So just talking about the setup that I use, what I do when I get a diamond painting is, or when I'm going to work on a diamond painting, is I remove the clear cover completely and I replace it with release papers. So I cover the whole canvas with release paper, and then I put these placemats, these are table placemats, over the top. So you can see this is what I haven't done yet, and this is just to cover the whole thing, and it's an extra protection against dust or anything. It also gives me a good work area for doing all these YouTube videos. So I always have a diamond painting underneath when you see me doing any stuff and you see this background, there's always something underneath it. So we're pretty much ready to go. I've got the colour that I'm working on, and all I have to do now is switch the light pad on. I always use a light pad, just makes it so much easier to see the symbols. I have an overhead light as well, so it's not just the glare from the light pad. I have a light over the table, and this is how I work. Because this diamond painting is wider than the desk, it's sideways. So just to give you an idea of what the picture actually is, this is it outside the sweet shop, and the canvas is actually sitting like this. So this area here, these two white marks are actually these two white marks on this blue canopy. So I've done everything down to here, this strip up to here. So I've got this section and one more to do to finish this row or column, and then I've just got the last row to do. But it does take a lot of chopping and changing colours, and I have to fit it in between things in the real world, so it is definitely taking time, because of all the colour changes. It really has increased how long this is going to take, and it is square drills as well. Up until now the whole thing has been done with one pair of tweezers. I use tweezers to diamond paint. I don't use pens anymore. I haven't used a pen for a long time, so this is going to be kind of weird just actually using a pen. So anyway, we get down to the nitty gritty. We've got the pink wax and we peel back the clear cover, we pick up our pen and we push the pen into the wax, give it a little twist, and hopefully we have a hole. So the pink wax is now in the tip of the pen, and what I normally do is just use my thumb to press the wax in, wipe off any excess that might be at the sides, and we're pretty much ready to go. So I don't use gooseneck tips, so this is also different. The whole thing feels weird to me, but we'll give it a try. So I just need to double check the symbol that I'm on. Don't want to mess it up after getting this far. So it is 122, which is equals. So number, colour number 122. So equal sign is here. So it's picking up okay. I did notice the wall around the tip is quite thick compared to the brass ones. What I normally do is, when I'm placing the drills, when I've just filled the pen, I maybe place 2 or 3 and then just rub, just to make sure there isn't any wax around the edges. That might be that thin, I don't really see it, but you can feel it. So it's working fine. It does feel different. The way that you hold the pen, I think it uses different muscles or something. So if you do have arthritis or something like that, where you have problems squeezing and holding a pen, you don't really do much. All you're doing is, there's a little indentation here where your thumb sits, the same on the other side where your finger sits, and then your middle finger just sits in this little groove. So you're not having to really hold the pen like you normally would. So I can tell it definitely is different. I'm aware of the arthritis issue because my mum had rheumatoid arthritis, and as that progressed it got more and more difficult for her to pick up writing pens. This was before diamond painting, so if she wanted to write, she found that she had to try and get thicker pens, and as it progressed the pens got thicker and thicker, because she was unable to squeeze her hand long enough to hold a pen. And eventually she couldn't actually squeeze her hand to hold a pen at all. But yeah, I don't know if they ever did pens like this for handwriting. It's something totally new to me. But it's not as awkward as I thought. I thought it was going to be really awkward, but I don't really have any problems. I can see where I'm placing the drills because the tip is angled. So I'm actually looking at the side. The pen isn't straight up and down. So the view is fine. I can see where I'm placing the drills, no problem. And actually placing them is fine as well. Just a bit weird after using tweezers for so long. But you can see nothing wrong with it. So if you do have problems holding the pens, this might be an option. 365-day guarantee. I don't know if that means 365 days manufacturer warranty type thing, but I think on Amazon if you buy something and you don't like it for whatever reason, you can return it, I'm pretty sure. So it might be worth getting a little tab on that one, is it? Yeah. This is where the tweezers come in, and of course I put them aside and go and get them. So a little tab on that one, so I'm going to take it off and put it in the trash and go back to the pen. It takes a bit of getting used to this thing, but I think I've got the hang of it. Oh, of course I removed the wrong one. I was here. Why didn't you tell me? It's this one. It's a little bar on the side, which means when I try and push it next to the other drill, it won't go exactly where I want it. So I'm really fussy about that. I know my wife, she's watched me sometimes and said, you would throw that one away. And I say, yep, if it's got any kind of little bar at all, I don't use it. That way I don't have any problems with drills pushing against each other and starting to pop. I know you can get away with it if they're very small, but even the very small ones, I still don't use them. That would be a tip for anybody who's new. Make sure that the edges of your drills are nice and clean. They don't have any little bits sticking out, because it can cause problems. And rather than guessing if it's going to cause a problem or not, I just remove it. Because you should always have extra drills. Companies sort of try and allow for the defective ones, so they'll give you extra. I suppose what you could do is, if you really run out and you've only got like one drill left, you could look in your junk tray and find one that colour that isn't that bad and see if it'll go. But I've not had that problem yet. But yeah, it's working fine. I got used to it a lot faster than I thought. I can feel it more in my knuckles, probably because I don't normally use those muscles. It just feels different. I'm just going to finish this little bit. But yeah, I don't see any real problems with it, apart from the blue pen. Why they added a blue pen when the whole point of this one is to get rid of any pains the normal pens give you, so no idea why they add that in. But if you do get it, going by what happened to me, I wouldn't recommend using it, because it just basically burst the seal. I mean, realistically, I am not going to use this pen yet, because I don't have issues with my hands and I use tweezers. But you never know, as you get older things change, so I'll keep a hold of it. I might need it at some point in the future, because I am intending to diamond paint for a very long time. So yeah, that's it. The Ergonomic diamond painting pen. I got it on Amazon, amazon.de, which is Germany. I'm living in Copenhagen, Denmark, so the nearest Amazon for us online is Germany. I'm pretty sure you'll find it on amazon.com, amazon.gb, or .co.uk it'll be. I'm pretty sure you'll find them. So, as I said, it was really a curiosity when I saw it, and I thought there may be some people out there who are struggling with the normal pens and don't know that something like this is available. If you do have issues with your hands, I mean, I would definitely say try it. As I said, I'm pretty sure with Amazon you can return things if they're not suitable, they're not what you thought they were going to be. Metal tips, not plastic, so a little straightener as well. Not something I use, but if you're having problems getting straight lines, you can always put this in the pen and then give it a little push to tidy up the drills, especially in the edges. But yeah, it's a handy thing to have. A small multiplacer. I've never used multiplacers ever. I prefer to single place, I always have. I listen to music while I diamond paint. It's a relaxation for me. I'm not in any hurry, so I quite enjoy just sitting, placing one drill at a time, listening to music, and that's how I pass my time. Pretty boring, really. But that's it. So yeah, it's an interesting one. It isn't as gimmicky as I thought it might be. The quality would have been nice if it was a little bit softer feel, I think, but maybe there's a reason that it's harder, I don't know. But It's not uncomfortable. It's definitely been designed for exactly that. We've got these little ridges for your thumb and finger, and then your index finger goes in this centerpiece. So nothing really wrong with the design that I can feel anyway. Yeah, definitely an option if you're having issues. I think definitely worth a try at least. So that was an ergonomic diamond painting pen from Amazon.de. As I said, it was really just a curiosity. I was just browsing accessories, looking for things, something different really. And I saw that and I thought, oh, that sounds interesting. So I got it. As I said, it came in pink or grey. The grey looked very, very boring, so I opted for the pink one. Comes in a nice little box. I really expected it just to come in a plastic bag, so nice little box. Got the little container box for the wax to keep it nice and clean and stop it drying out. 5 pieces of wax, which is a lot of wax. You will do a lot of diamond painting with 5 rectangles of pink wax. The tips are metal, not plastic, which is good. I used the gooseneck single placer, no problems with it, worked fine. The fit into the pen was good. It was nice and tight, but you could turn it a little bit if it was just off. Quite easy to turn, but once you set it where you wanted it, it stayed there. It wasn't loose or anything like that. And that's because of the little silicone washer that's in there. Straightener, which comes in handy, especially for the edges of the diamond painting if you're trying to get them nice and straight. Small multiplacer as well if you want to give that a try. If you're working on larger areas of the same colour, instead of single placing, you can place, I think that's about 3 or 4. You can place 3 or 4 drills at one time, so it sort of speeds it up a bit. As I said, for me, diamond painting is not a race, it's a hobby, it's a relaxation. Why would I want to hurry it? So yeah, I prefer to single place. It's just what I like to do. Stick the headphones on, listen to music and diamond paint. And I think that's pretty much it. The only thing that I just don't understand is why they gave us a blue pen. Not the fact that it's blue, the fact that they gave us the pen. The whole point of this is to get away from that narrow plastic one that could be causing problems, so they include one in the box. And then when you try and put the tips in, it bursts the washer. No rhyme or reason to that at all. So apart from the blue pen, the blue straw, everything else is fine. I am sure there are going to be some people out there that this will be a godsend. If you do search and find one and buy it, if you have issues with your hands, I would be very, very interested to hear how it was for you compared to a pen. Did it really make a difference? It definitely changes the way you hold the thing, so the muscle groups are different, I think. The angle on your wrist is a bit different, it's more relaxed, I think. But I'm not a doctor, so if you do get one, or if you do have one, please let me know what you think of it. I know we're all different, and some people like thick pens, some people like thin pens, some people like wooden pens, some people like glass pens. We're all different, I know that. But I'm just wondering if there is anybody out there who's got one and it did make a difference. It would just be nice to know that for some people they do help, and it is a viable option, and not just a gimmick. I've got the impression myself that it could be useful, but I don't have arthritis or anything like that, not yet anyway, so I can't really tell. So that's it, something a little bit different. If you enjoyed the video, as always, please hit the notification button and subscribe. If you do that, you may catch me live on YouTube Live. I haven't been doing them recently because I'm working on this diamond painting, and because it has 197 colours, I have 3 boxes of containers on the desk, and I don't have space for my laptop that I would usually use to do the lives, so I've been quiet on that front, but I still do the videos, the unboxings, unbaggings, comparisons, accessories. Sometimes it's just things that I think about, and then I'll just come on and do a little video about whatever it is that popped into my mind. I like to try and mix things up and maybe do things that are a bit different, but all related to diamond painting. So that is it for today. Thanks for watching, and in the meantime, take care, be safe, and wash your hands.